everybody, welcome to Country Home. I am Wendy Vaughn. I'm out of the Wood Cottage in Pocatello, Idaho. I'm kind of nervous and kind of excited. This is my first live on Country Home, on Kentucky Country Home. See, I'm stuttering, but it'll be fine once I get started painting because painting is my jam. So I'm here to tell you and introduce you a little bit about me and Owen and Candace. I'm so excited they asked me to be their first ambassador to show you all the great products that they have. And really, it's insanely amazing how talented they are and the designs they come up with. They come up with so many designs, even things if you think it, he can design it for you. And now a lot of you are like, well, what is it that they do? Well, what they do is amazing cutouts of wood. They make noodle boards, so they custom craft and make noodle boards. They also, hold on, let me get this pulled up, do sublimation on shirts. I mean, it's endless possibilities. But today, we're starting with the wood cutouts because for me, the value, I've been working with Owen and Candace. He's been at this about 3 years, and I believed in him from day one. His prices are better than I found anywhere. He ships anywhere in the United States. It's lightweight, they're consistent. They're beautiful pieces when you just want to say wood, but they are. They're thin, but they're sturdy, okay? They're strong enough. I'm gonna tilt you down just a little bit so we can see the platform down here a little bit better without cutting off my head. So they are a family-owned business. Started out cutting out laser cutouts or engraving cutouts, things like that. And now they have a whole warehouse full of machines that do all the magic for you at night. But what that means is this family of 5, 3 kids and mom and dad, they work 7 days a week, 20 plus hours a day, creating these images for you and at a price that's affordable. And that's what I love about his cutouts. They've always been very, hey, Owen's on here right now. So if there's a question or something you guys could ask, he's on here. For the moment, he's probably minding some of his machines. And another thing that's fun with his cutouts, I'm going to show you several examples today. I'm going to show you some tricks and tips, but they come in a variety of sizes, which is rare because a lot of times you don't see. And I'd asked him to send me some of the smaller ones just for shipping and transportation because I am in Idaho. He's in Kentucky. So I have a lot today to show you, and they're all on the smaller side, about 6 inches on average. But literally his stuff, for the most part, goes anywhere from 4 to 8 to 16. No, some of his stuff, and I have my ruler out so you can get, goes up to 18. 18 inches. This is insanely amazing. And it's lightweight because it's on the nice thin wood, so it's able to ship. I think I have one here to give you a visual. So I could theoretically take this design and get it larger. This is the big one. I do believe this might only be 16. This one's only 16. So like I said, that's about the normal for a large image. But again, nice and lightweight, easy to hang on your wall. It's not going to break the nail. So again, he's really thought of everything for you to make it a nice, fun, easy project. And so that's Owen, and he's amazing. And the designs are limitless. He can do custom things. He can do logos. He can print on leather. I've seen some of his keychains. Great giveaways. Great family presents. But today we're just going to talk about the wood. And when you get it, now, mind you, it's cut on a laser machine. And a lot of people are like, well, I've seen those. I'm not sure what that means. What's the big deal? Well, the big deal is it has a nice finished edge. Oh, excuse me, I dropped my towel. I have a CNC machine, which is a kind of like a drill. And it has a bit, and it cuts out the image. Well, when that's done, the image is very rough. And so you have to sand it, which is okay. But it's also very slow and time-consuming and messy. With this machine, you don't have to sand. So I'm going to show you one. When you get it, we're just basic 101s. This is how they come. Hi, I'm a little cute bunny. But what you might see is you can see some of the little soot. Because what this is this is cut with a laser. So the laser is essentially just burning through the wood, which then gives you the soot, okay? It's on the sides. And so it's gonna smudge on your bunny. That's okay. A damp rag, when you get it, they're gonna be, you know, kind of sooty. Wipe it off, wipe around the edges. And now some people, when I was at Pinners, they're like, well, I like that burnt look on the edges. That's fine, but you still need to wipe off the excess soot. Okay, and once you wipe it off, if you want to keep this edge, this burnt edge, up to 18 inches. Okay, that's what I thought. But 16 is probably about the average. Like, I wouldn't want anything much bigger on my door, because then it just distracts from your whole entire door. But if it's for a wall or a mantle, especially those quilted pieces, beautiful. Or a family monogram, like he can do a family monogram for you. So see, what you need to do is wipe off that soot, okay? So don't think, oh my gosh, these are disgusting, these are ucky. No, they're not. They're just ready for you. And this, again, is what helps keep the price down. If he was to go through and clean every single one and seal everything, your price is going up, you know? So for this, you just wipe it off, you clean the edges. Now, if you like this the way it is, like I said, you would take a satin top coat and just seal the bunny's edges. That way you will no longer get any soot on your hands once you seal the edges, okay? Now for me, I've gone ahead, I've done a few different steps today for you, and I've put a coat of just a white paint on it already. I've done the sides, like this. And I recommend that for anybody, unless you're gonna do like a stained image look with just stains. I would recommend a first top coat of anything inexpensive. A white is usually the easiest, gives you a blank canvas. But that's gonna seal in your wood so that any image or design that you put on is not gonna get absorbed into the wood, okay? And the way that we get around that, let me show you. We'll just use little Mr. Bunny I just wiped off. Now when you first, that I just added more to, bend her down, can you see? I think there's a sign down here that's kind of in the way. I'm gonna tilt it down so you can't see my face. Not sure if I can see the images in the comments either. So, but no, Owen's here, he can help us through that if he's not too busy. So you're gonna take paint. I'm just gonna use any kind of a base paint. Acrylics, any kind that you want. This is just a nice white that I have on hand that I'm gonna use. Now, if you were to just take it from the jar and brush it on, it's going to be very thick, and you're going to use a lot of paint, and it kind of drags on there. So what I suggest is a fine mist. Whenever you're working with a little bit of water, doesn't have to be a whole bunch, we're not going to warp it, but add a little bit of water, because then that water absorbs into the wood, not the paint, and therefore your paint goes on a lot smoother. It's a thinner coat, it's gonna dry quicker. And that's what you want when you're ready to craft. You don't wanna wait 2 hours for your paint to dry. So you wanna just lightly, there's no drips, just a little mist to help this paint move on quicker. And one coat is all you need, and now you're creating a seal between the wood and your design that you're gonna put on it. It's that easy, okay? And now this one, I'm not gonna go all the way around the edges. I'm just doing it on here quickly for you to see, because watching Wendy paint a bunch of products in just white paint's kind of boring. So, now me, a little bit about me while we're painting white. I have a store in Pocatello, Idaho. I think March will be my 10-year anniversary. I bought my building a few years back, pretty proud of that. I teach how-to classes, painting classes. I teach at the college. My shop is full of vintage, antiques, local artisans, crafts. I have a gold and coin silver merchant here. He's amazing to work with. I teach lots of classes. I teach at Pinners. I love going to the Pinners events. Every year I kind of add on another one. And if you don't know what Pinners is, go to utahpinners.com and I'll put the link in here and you will see some fun places. They're in, I think, 11 different states throughout the year. And it's a huge crafting, DIY, shopping, and crafting event. There's like 100+ classes you can attend. So fun. And I will be representing Kentucky Country Home and Aussie Decor transfers. And I will be taking some paint. I work with Paint Couture and I work with Daydream Apothecary. 2 amazing products made in America. So there you go. You just put on a little thin coat. It took a little longer because I was chatting. But it's that easy. I like to use water-based paint. Hey, Lisa. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on. These are so fun. You can get them small, easy for little kiddos to use, adults. So now we're going to use this one because I think it's really cute. We've got this egg, and see he's got the laser cutouts here of, it's kind of like paint coloring books. You just paint the lines. You know, and now if you had little ones with you, you could paint by numbers. We talk about that sometimes in our class, that they want to do it exactly like the sample, which is fine. And so with a little pencil, I just lightly would mark 1, 2, 3, blue, pink, yellow, and that would help them with their design on getting it exactly the same as the teacher. It's not necessary though. Now I'm just using, what I love with the Paint Couture paints is they come in these small little 2 and 4 ounces. So these are great for crafting. For me though, they're kind of hard for me to open because I have arthritis, but Shelly was here early. So now I've already sealed it with 1 coat of white. So it's already sealed, so I no longer need any water. And now literally with any craft brush, you follow the lines. It's that easy. It's so fun. It's great for families, great for parties, great for you. Very affordable. Some of these larger ones that I got are like under $6. I'll show you one in a few seconds here because we're going to do lots of different steps today. So have any of you done any painted wood cutouts before? If you have, show me some hearts. If you're watching this on a replay, I will still go back and answer questions for you. This is our first one, so I don't expect... Everybody's kind of shy always on a first one. I give them a few weeks and then they'll have all kinds of questions. So I'm going to try to just answer questions before they're asked. Can these go outside? Yes, they can, but you would want to seal them. I would still recommend them under a porch or awning. Because again, it is just wood. So unless you're going to spray it with a bunch of waterproofing, top coat type things, you don't want the chance of them to warp or peel, which would probably be getting a good seal around those edges because you don't want water to get into this thin board. And see, now if you use your paint nice and thin, doesn't have to be thick, it is drying pretty quickly, which again is because it's water-based paint. So much nicer to use. Because like I said, I'm a very impatient person when it comes to, I want my project finished. I want it to look really cute. So, and this one here, because a lot of times, this is called Sugar Plum from Paint Couture. And Kentucky Country Home carries all the paints. So when you go up to that link up above that I've commented with, you will be able to see everything that they do. And they ship, and you get it super quick. Again, I am in Idaho. I've ordered numerous things. I use all this with my wood for pinners. Owen does no quantity too big or small. I was ordering a couple hundred of them at one time from him, and more than that at one time. They're very good on shipping and damaged. I've not had anything damaged. Well, I take that back. Some bees' little antennas broke off, but he replaced them. So that's really just, those bees were just flying viciously in that box. They were the cutest little bees, Christmas ornaments. So again, it's, if you think it, he can do it for you. And so that's how it goes. We're just putting paint on, following the lines, just nice and simple. So hey Candace, hi Joanne. Oh, that is the Sugar Plum. That's the color. Owen carries it. It's in the Paint Couture line. on Kentucky Country Homes website too. Or if you're in Pocatello, Idaho area, I carry it as well. Again, it's a really good paint. There's like very little odor. It's a very low VOC, which I like. I like it to be very minimal, especially when I'm teaching classes or with children. I don't want a lot of different smells. And see, this is just going on so much easier because I've already put that base coat down. And white is, again, always a good color because you're never sure what you're going to paint your piece. And so it's just a good base coat, basically. Base coat, basically. Perfect. So, I'm just going to do a little piece and then I'll just show you here the next color. And now let's say you're going, oh, those circles are so tiny. I don't know if I can color into those, into those circles perfectly. I'll show you a trick. Because again, you want this to be fun and enjoyable. You don't want to have a lot of anxiety. You don't want to be under a lot of stress or pressure. So I'm going to just first take this one of my favorites. This is called Lemon Peel. Again, Paint Couture paint. And I'm going to use a little bit larger brush because I'm going to paint this section in here with the yellow. Look at how bright that is. And I'm going to not worry about the circle. Okay, just go right over it. It's okay. It's your Easter egg, and these are going to be the Easter eggs you can afford this year. You can get a bunch of these super small. Some of them are less than $1 when they get down to the small size. Give yourself a little Easter tree. These would definitely be a fun alternative to painting Easter eggs with the kids. Get yourself some fun little 2-ounce paints from Owen. He'll probably even come up with some kind of a little pastel primary kit of 2-ounce paints for you. Give you an idea of color combinations. So nice when you can just yeah, I want the Easter collection of colors. Makes it so much easier. Oops. Now see a little bit of that plum crazy got in there, or sugar plum. It's okay, we'll just blend it together. But see, I'm going right over that circle, okay? So don't let the circle intimidate you. Because once the paint is dry, then you just go back and color in the circle, okay? So don't get stressed out thinking you had to go literally follow around the circle. Work on your larger surfaces first. And see, I'm not finishing the egg, I'll finish it off camera. But this is giving you the how-to for these images, okay? And so now let's say I've gone and I've done all of these. Now you would just let it dry, and then you would go back and color your circles, okay? And it will just take a few minutes. Probably by the time you finish the rest of the yellow, it's gonna be dry, and you can go on to the next step. And again, by keeping your paint thin, your coats thin, you can go over again if you want to change it. You can add a second color if you want to get a little funky tie-dye. Or if you just really don't like how sugar plum dried, you can paint over it altogether because it's a thin coat. You're not going to have a lot of buildup. But you want to just make sure it's dry. And I love having a flat, straight brush, different sizes. I prefer shorter handles when I'm doing crafting projects. That way I'm not poking myself in the face with a stick. And now if the sticks or the long ones are too much for you, cut them off. Grab a pair of pruning shears and cut off the end of the paintbrush. You want to enjoy painting. You want your paintbrush to be comfortable in your hand and fun and easy to hold. You know, if you're fighting with your tools all the time, you don't want to do it because your tools are fighting with you. But if they're fun and comfortable, that's what you want, is these fun little comfortable. And you know what? I think I got this one in like a little craft pack for kids. And the kids' packs brushes are actually my favorite for crafting. Because we're all a kid at heart, right? So that's how you just go back and forth, back and forth. And again, my lines aren't super pretty, but I'm going to show you how to fix that. It's okay. So this is it. Step one. Well, step one is clean off the soot. Step two, paint. Step three, add color. And so now while color's drying, I'm going to show you another thing. This one here was one of the first bunnies I did. And they do still have this one available in stock. And most people that have done this bunny, he stays out all year. Like, it's in the nursery, it's out for spring, Easter. He's the sweetest bunny. And it comes, like I said, we just put, it didn't have a hole in it. I didn't want to put anything on the back. So I had just a couple little eye screws. I don't know if you can even see those. Just little tiny brass eye screws. And I just gently screwed them right into the tip and the end. And then I hang it with a string. It's that easy. So you can also use on the back with a little bit of a hot glue. You can even use a soda pop can top in the back. So you don't have to have a lot of tools and be mechanical. You can pick little random things just to create a hook or set it on a shelf, on a ledge. So this one, as you see, we've painted it. And then I used a brush, because I'm crazy, and I painted all the outline. And this is where the laser cut was, okay? And what's nice is it's not a really deep cut, so now that I've painted it, you really don't even see it. And so people think, wow, did you do that? You're amazing. Well, they don't know there's a little cutout guide behind here. I do tell them, however, but at first, they think we're really talented, which is kind of fun. And so see how by tracing again over in between the different colors has added a lot of pop to this little guy, where if I hadn't have done that, he'd be cute, but not as cute. What do you think, Lisa? Isn't this little bunny adorable? Yes, I agree. He's so cute. And again, he comes, you can get him in different sizes. You can get him little, like this size. And this one, you can also get big, like this size. So I'll bring the camera back later for a recap so you can really get a visual of him. But while we're working, I'm just got to tilt down. So this is what's fun about Owen. This is what you may not realize when you go onto his site, that Candace and Owen have thought of everything. Maybe you don't want a big piece, maybe you want a little piece. So they've got it all there for you. And it's phenomenal. I'm so glad they asked me to represent them and show you about their products. I have never been disappointed, okay? So now that I've shown you him, let's look at the difference on Nomi. Okay, still cute, adorable. The paint job is amazing on both, but the pop factor on Flower is just so much better, how it pops, right? So on Nomi here, tilt it up just a little bit more. There we go. So you can see him a little bit more. Now you've painted him like this and he's adorable. There is nothing wrong with this little guy at all, okay? Nothing. Adorable. But what if we wanted to just make it a little bit more adorable? Or a little extra? What do? Well, we add little highlights and lowlights, a little short brush, and we're gonna start with a little highlight sheen on his boot. But we're gonna use, let's use white, just because it shows up the best. So I've got a little white on my brush, and it's just a little stubby tip brush. And I like to do is I like to kind of roll off the extra. Okay, so you just have a nice coating on your brush, but it's not gloopy. And you will learn a lot of Wendy lingo watching me a couple times each month. So you don't want it gloopy. You just kind of thin it off so it's off. Now we're gonna start with his boots. Like, they're cute, but now we're gonna make them a little extra cute. And that is just by adding a swoop. That's it. See how cute that makes the boot? Now he has the little tip of his toe. Just one little swoop, that's all. You could do the same thing on his nose, because he's got this cute little pink nose. And then you just add a swoop. And now he has even cuter nose. See how easy that is? So don't be afraid to try it. I'm gonna put one on this side. They're gonna go the opposite directions, which is kind of gonna be silly, but, and see, I've only dipped that brush one time, and I still have plenty in this to do the 3 highlights. So, see this? See how much different? How much different? That's good English. Good English. Love it. Okay, so it's that easy. So now you're saying, well, okay, what else? Well, I like it on the hearts too. We want those hearts to look not quite so one-dimensional, not quite so flat. I like a lot of textures and things. You can add glitter. You can add mixing mediums to give your paint texture, which I will show you in the near future. But let's just use a different color of the colors that were used. I like to do that. Kind of in the same frame, like the reds and pinks together. So we can take a little bit of the pink. I've wiped off a lot of the white. Just wiping it off. I did wipe it off on my pants, not gonna lie. Because I like to keep my brush dry. I don't want it to get wet by rinsing it off all the time. So again, roll off the excess. Yeah, isn't it amazing, Lisa? It's a laser cut. It's a nice smooth finish. I did not sand this. You can sand it if you need to, but you don't have to. Hey, Barbara, welcome. We are showing off just some little painting techniques. I'll recap all the steps near the end. So I'm taking the, which one is this? This is Polynesian pink. Now some of these were already pink, so I'm gonna do the pink on the red hearts. And again, follow that swoop just on one side of the heart. It's not hard on the heart. It's just a little kiss of a highlight. And it's just an opposite color, so it's not really brassy. But it helps add a little contrast to those hearts. I hope you can see that okay on the screen. It's just very faint up on the corner. It doesn't have to be really heavy. Now, if you wanted it heavy, we could definitely do that by just making it brighter and bolder. But in art, I like it subtle sometimes. Or let's say you did this and you're like, oh, you know what, I really don't like that. Then just paint over it. It's okay. So his hands are super cute, his hat. So now I'm thinking, what else can I do? I kind of want his beard to maybe not look so pristine. He's very pristine and white. That's really nice. But let's add him a little bit of a definition. So, come on, raise of hearts, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're out there. What have any of you used the Kentucky Country Home cutouts yet? And if not, link is up above. Take a look. Well, good. Oh, and yes, I'm glad you have. That's awesome. Good to know. Good to know. So yes, please take a look at them. It's endless, and the website's very easy to navigate. He has it laid out by theme, by holiday, by sports, animals. It's very easy to navigate. You can put a lot of stuff in your shopping cart. I usually put enough in my shopping cart that I end up for a flat fee of shipping. I am a retailer. I have a store. I order a lot at one time. But his site is not just for retailers. It is for the hobbyist. You can go on there and order ones and twos. Totally is how it's meant to go. So this one is called Grounded. It's kind of like sagey brown-ish gray. I like to use a lot of it out of the lid. So you've used the cutouts, Lisa? Wonderful. Wonderful to hear. It's good to have another testimonial. And so what I'm going to use is I'm just going to go around the edges with my brush. And now you're going, oh, I can't do that, Wendy. Okay, you can't. So let's get you a different brush. Kind of like a flatter again, flat, straight brush, and put paint only on one side of your brush. And then what you can do is you can sweep it in from the outside edge in, and this kind of softens up his beard, gives it a shadow. So I'm going to have them both here so you can see the difference. Look, where is it? So can you see how subtle it is? Where is it? Right there. So you've got the hard edge, or you've got this hard edge right here, where I just painted it with the brush, and then you have this softer feathering look on the side. Okay, so that one is a very user-friendly, you're only putting paint on one side of your brush. And I'm just gonna go on the other side, and it's very light, but it definitely adds some shape. So your little gnomey is not just a flat gnome. And it's less is more, you can always go back and add more. Now what happens if you put way too much on, you let it dry, and you paint white back over it. It's that easy, okay? So don't be afraid to experiment. Do not be afraid at all to experiment on your gnome. Now I'm gonna take the round brush again, and I'm gonna just do another solid line. I'm doing so you can see the difference. I'm gonna do it bolder on this side, like really bold. Like almost the width of my brush. And as you see, I use my pinky as a stabilizer. And I just followed right along that edge to give it a bold look. Okay? So it's your preference. You can do bold, you can do feathering. Now I can even just take the brush and I can just add squiggles. Again, another artsy term from Wendy. Squiggles into his beard to create, again, more texture. And again, less is more. How fun is that? Like, so fun. So I've taken, which was cute before, and I've just given him a little bit of a oomph. Now I think I'm gonna take the brown back on. See, aren't these the best little containers? 2 ounces. And these are gonna last you forever, forever. So treat yourself. When you get the wood, because you know if you go in there and get the wood and say, oh, I'll get paint somewhere else, we don't do that. But if you can go to his site, which is amazing, and order everything you need right there, the paint and the wood cutouts, when you get it, you're excited and you're gonna sit down and open it and you're gonna get to painting. And that's what we want you to do. As creators that we are, we want other people to be creative. We want to influence you to enjoy life, have fun. They are the best. They're the best. I was telling him that they should get a little collections together. I'm sure he can do something like that on the website to give you like the spring collection of like 4 colors. And so every time you get new holidays, you add to your paint collection. These last forever, these little ones. Oh, and how much are your 2-ounce paints? We've got Lisa asking about them right now. And like I said, mine are different in my store. I'm in Pocatello, but mine are around $5, which for a little jar of paint like this, and I've been using these over a year, and I teach classes, but you use so little amount. Amazing. So now if we're gonna get fancy, and we just really want that, yeah, $4.95. And that's what mine are here too, $4.95. And like I said, if you're gonna order the cutouts, you might as well add the paint too. Best ever. And now they have 2 ounces, they also have 4 ounces. And the 4 ounces are nice for like some of your basics, your black and whites, you know, your primaries. So, but when you get into all these fun little Caribbean corals and grounded and lemon peel, 2 ounces is more than enough. Polynesian pink and fun names. I mean, just super fun. Barbados blue. It's also a tongue twister. So, really pretty. And this is just a half a dozen. They have oodles of colors. Oodles, oodles. And so now on the heart, I do think I want just a really big, happy arch there, but we're gonna just do out, oh, here it is, Caribbean coral. Like, what was I going at? I got distracted. It does go on smooth, Joanne, and it has a built-in top coat. That's another thing when crafting or furniture painting. I do a lot of custom kitchens and bathrooms, and so when I use this with the built-in top coat, I know it's already sealed. It's good to go. If I want an extra sheen, I can add another top coat. If it's gonna go in a, you know, maybe outside, I can use what they have. It's called Extreme Guard, which is a very strong, durable top coat. But it's nice because you don't have to add another top coat. Most of the time, I just add it for a different finish. They've got satin, they've got gloss, semi-gloss. Flat is really popular right now. And so it seals it in, gives it a little extra protection. If you leave it the way it is, it kind of has like an eggshell satin finish. I see that one little boop on the heart. So we've taken the gnome, which was adorable, to really adorable. And again, I will finish him up off camera with a cohesive look and stage some photos so you can see how cute he gets. And I'll do side by side with the details, without the details, to help show you. Hey, food truck, I'm hungry. What's a special today? Is there a special today? Should give them a special deal if they mention this live. And so they're not just holiday. I'm going to take a minute and show you a few different cutouts that I have to kind of tease you coming up in the next future while some of these dry for a minute. And any of you that know me know I like to chat and talk. We could be on here. We could have a marathon paint class one time. So there's lots of eggs. And again, these are all just one size, but they come in all different sizes, okay? Like you could decorate this little guy as a chocolate Valentine bunny and then keep him out for Easter. I love multi-purpose. Okay, and so you've got this one with the little tail. And you know what else you could do with these? Which, endless possibilities. Most of these have two sides. So what does that give you? It gives you twice the decorating possibilities. Like, let's say we're going to paint this one pink, and then next year we want him as a chocolate bunny. We can paint him as a chocolate bunny. Then next year you want him as a pastel pink bunny again. So just because the image is on one side doesn't mean you can't paint on the other side. Be adventurous. What size are these? Aren't these the cutest size? I'm going to do a lot of kids classes with these. This little guy is about 6 inches. So these are right in the 6-inch. Oh no, they're bigger than 6 inches. Let's see. 10 inches. That's a 10-inch bunny. Height-wise. This one is a 9. Look at this. Look. Happy Easter. Those feet. And I want to take a cotton ball and put it right, or a pom-pom. You can make a yarn pom-pom and put right there for his little bum. That would be so cute. And again, these go up to 18 inches. So they get really big. This one, 10 inches. So this is a 10-inch. So it almost, if it goes up to an 18-inch, it's almost double this size. It'll be the size of those of you that haven't come in. This one here, I'm going to pop it up for a minute so you can see more than just the table. Hello. So this is 16 inches right here. This one is 10 inches. So you could get this bunny this size. Oh my gosh, how cute would that be? You could not miss that bunny butt when they come up to your door. So again, you could get an egg different. Okay? 10, 16. Quite a bit different. So, this is another one of the quilt pattern stars. See? in there. I could paint this, and then I can paint this, and I can put it on there, and it would be a raised image. Oh, the possibilities, you guys, the possibilities. I think I want like one image in like 3 different sizes, grading, and then I can attach them all together. Oh, that would be so cool. So cool. I'm never gonna get any work done. This one is really fun as a door hanger. Ice cream, popsicle. Like I said, these are all about 10 inches. This one, I love it. Look at that. And again, you could get this really big. So cute. So cute. So, like I said, he sends me all the smaller ones for shipping. Makes sense, fits on the table. I can show you multiple things. But I am gonna have to show you, which I haven't painted yet. If you like bunnies, and you like red trucks, or green trucks, or purple trucks, or how about a truck? Look. Chocolate bunnies in the truck. Oh my heck. Who's getting this one? Hearts, hands. This one is so cute. You've got to get this one. And this would even be cute then put on a square board painted with the background of some trees and some fun stuff. So, hey Joanne. Look how cute that is with the chocolate bunnies. And this is just a peek into the world of Kentucky Country Home Wood Cutouts. This one has the holes cut here, and I'm thinking chalkboard for a teacher. Paint this as the chalkboard. Oh, how fun would this be for a teacher for a chalkboard? So that's what this one's gonna turn into, is a chalkboard teacher day appreciation. So fun. And they came with the holes. That's a plus. So many times I've got stuff from other companies and it doesn't have the holes where you need it for the balance when the shape is off, you know. And now I'm going to show you this guy again. But see, on this one, it worked great right at the top because there's really no place to drill a hole in Thumper. But those little tiny eye grommets, I don't know if you can even see those. Hi, girl. Hello, Beauty for Ashes. This is who you need to start getting your stuff for your classes that you're going to start doing and being amazing. So this one, look how cute. And we have several of these in the shop because I just love this image. We did it in like a soft gray and we added a brush texture so it looks like a soft little bunny. And in the weeks to come, I'll show you a lot of different embellishing textures, things like that. But today, I just really wanted to introduce you to these amazing products. You know, it's quality wood. It's not chipboard. It's real wood. Look at that, so cute, so cute. And then these quilted ones. These are great as color boards, like primary colors. And if you're like, well, who would want these? You'd be amazed at how many people in your community are quilters, sewers, knitters, crocheters. And this is stuff that they love. They love these images. They know the names of them. And when you go onto the site, you'll see all the different ones. And it's not a really deep groove. So again, very easy to teach as a class or as like if you are homeschooling, you could do a whole prism of the color circle here. The color wheel for homeschooling. That would be super fun. I mean, there's so many options. And it's lightweight. Again, you could paint your own art on the back. So you're getting basically 2 canvases for one. 2 for 1. Door hangers, exactly. You know, they're beautiful. Or they'll make a beautiful tabletop centerpiece. Lay it in the center of your table. They'd be beautiful. Well, they are beautiful. But so now I'm going to go back to this one. So you see that was just 1 coat of paint. And now let's say you're like, Wendy, okay, you showed me the brush. Nope. Well, another thing that the world does is they make paint pins. Okay? So this is another, I prefer to use all this, but you can paint with this, and then if you want to detail and you're like, Wendy, the brush is out, I don't even want to try that, you can get a paint pen, and paint pens work lovely. So I'm going to start one. We'll just do the bold black so you can see. When you get a paint pen, you have to shake the bejibbers out of them, okay? And you shake them and shake them and shake them. Now these I just got at a discount store outlet. It was like a 3-pack for $1.49. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You need a couple cutouts for your grandbaby's room. Okay, and so when you get it, it's nothing. You're like, well, that's not too exciting. You have to take a paint pen, anybody's paint pen, and shake, 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 and then the tip, I'll do it on my fingers so you can see. You have to push it in and prime it. And so it takes a few minutes, and you need to do this every single time you use it. Not as much after the first time, but when you get a paint pen, these are very helpful. It's like a marker, but it's paint. He's got some cute Western images. Cute, cute, cute. You need to just go into the link up above and type in Western and they'll pop up. And he will even make you a collection. If you wanted something specific, he'll make the monogram, the name on them, totally specified. So there we go. Now it's primed. Now the paint is in the tip of there. Okay. Oh, and you get with Beauty for Ashes. She's amazing. My friend Nature. So now the paint is in there. And so again, if you don't want to do the brush, out goes the brush. I'm going to tip you down so you can see. One day when I'm rich and famous, I'll have a remote control, but not today. And now you can use this pen and just follow the line and just trace over. And it cleans up the painting. Isn't that easy? So I'm making it look easy. Why? Because it is easy, you guys. Don't be afraid to play with the paint. Play with the wood. It's not going to hurt you. Okay? You know what this looks like? Is somebody thinking the same thing I am? What does this look like? Quick. What does this, is anybody old like I am? Oh no, nobody's old like I am. Does anybody know what this right here just reminded me of with the black outline? Come on. Owen, you gotta know. What does this look like? Yes, yes, Nature. Ding, ding, ding. She gets an extra something. Exactly, Charlie Brown. That was great. I didn't even try it. Thank you for being there with me, Nature. I was like, am I the only one? Who didn't watch Charlie Brown Christmas? Oh my gosh. That's funny. Isn't that great how images bring back memories and good memories? So these are that easy to use. Very easy, very helpful. You can even outline the circles. You can just go to town. It's so nice that those lines are there. But again, they're not really deep, so it's not intrusive. And when you're done, people really don't even see them. So thank you, girl. I got you too. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. And now something like this, so cute. This, it reminds you of Peeps, which is not my favorite candy. But I'm going to show you just a little bit of blending on one. Now we've put the white on there, and I just want to use some really soft colors. And the water first, and the water helps you blend the colors. Now I put too much water on there, and I don't know if you can see it or not, it's starting to run. So that's when you know, oops, too much water. So just kind of blot it off. So a light mist, but not running down the world. And I'm just going to show a little bit of the blue. This one is Moxie by the Sea. And I'm going to add a little bit more water. I want this to be literally like a watercolor. So you can see how soft and thin that is. And then on the other side of the brush, I'm not a multi-brush person. I'm going to use the other color. Because in the end, I don't mind. I want them to blend together. And this one is called Pink Freud, which is such a cute color. So soft. So what we're doing now, I'm going to take a little bit more of the blue, and that because it's a wet surface, I'm able to easily blend the two colors together. So I'm taking the watercolor up with this color, and then I'm taking the Pink Floyd down. And I'm probably thinking all the bunnies should be different colors because I don't want all one color peep. And now on this one, I'm just kind of go back and forth, softening it up now with the brush. And voila, two colors, a little bit of water, and you've just learned how to do a gradient, ombre, that easy. So now he just stands out like, ta-da, so cute. So again, endless possibilities with this. It's not just a one and done. So let's do another one. I'll show you how easy, but it's gonna give all three of these little bunnies a completely different look. So we will use Sugar Plum. I really like Sugar Plum. So we're going to use Sugar Plum again, but we're going to stay with Pink Floyd. Lightly mist. I'm even using the same brush. I'm just wiping it off on my rag. Because again, you don't want a whole lot of water on your brush. You can get a different brush if you want to. You can use water. I like to keep it nice and dry. So this is the exact same brush I just used. And we're going to go backwards. We're going to put the Pink Floyd down here. Hopefully, I want to know, like, follow up with me, you guys, if any of you get some products. If you ever have questions about painting or anything, really. I also sell Aussie Decor transfers, which I'm going to show you here in a quick minute. One little peek at something. But what makes me happy is helping others be creative. So I am always open to visit. ellencottage.com. Message me. I will get with you. That's what I love to do. That's why I'm here. I really believe that's why I was put on this earth, was to help inspire others to be amazing. And hopefully I can help you with that. So I was scared with the paint in the water, so I was less, and now I'm needing more, which is fine. You just add more in. And so we're just doing this one. This one kind of reminds me of like a raspberry swirl. Oh, there we go. That's cute. So I'm right down at his bottom. And then just across. I want to keep some on the bottom. And you can apply this technique to anything you're doing. And if you're wanting to, like, oh, maybe someday I want to do this on furniture, these smaller pieces is a great way to practice if you're an artist, a furniture artist. Start out with small pieces of wood and projects until you're happy and comfortable with the way that your designs come out. And like I said, if you don't like this the way it's going, when it dries, you can paint over it. So don't feel like this is, wasted, because it's not. There's always something you can flip it over to do. So look how cute that is. So sweet. Oh yes, sugar. So they look like little sugar cookies. Ah, that would be so cute. And ribbons. Because, why not do it all? That would be so cute. Yep, it's a go. Glitter, like glitter on just like some of the areas. Oh, so cute. Great idea. So now I'm, again, going to stick with Sugar Plum, but we're going to go with Sea Glass. No, maybe Lake Norman. A total out of the different blue. See how handy these little colored 6-inch or 2-ounce pots are? And so now we're going to do this little guy. And they make great little stands to help prop up your paint while you're painting. Perfect. Light mist. Oh, cottontails. Oh man, so many options. You can still do a bow on the side. So the little bow is over here and then the cottontail. Or maybe one with a cottontail, then one facing forward, and then one with a cottontail. Because there's always that one in the crowd, right, Nature? There's always that one who's kind of going the other direction. That would be fun. So we're going to go with the Lake Norman, the top. And these colors a little bolder. And now anyone who crafts, paints, artists, a mist bottle for water-based paints is your friend. Sometimes you use it a little, sometimes you use it a lot. It really helps you move your product and save money because it thins down that paint. And that's what I love about a water-based paint. You can really thin it down and stretch your budget. It's nice. And also get a bunch of amazing looks. So, add a little bit more. This is a really pretty color. And now it's going really thick. Squirt of water and drag it out. So this is really fun. And like I said, it's not a lot of time, it's easy. And if you order several projects like I've been doing today, this morning, as one is drying, you can go and work on another one. And now I'm going to just go, again, this direction to soften it out. And there's no wrong way. Really, there's no wrong way. This is me. This is the little bit bolder of color. This is me, Bunny. And now after this dries, if I say, oh, wait, babe, this is too dark, I can add a little bit of white, highlight it, soften it up, or use a lighter glitter like Nature suggested, and that lighter glitter is going to help it look lighter. So that's going to be nice. And I'm also very messy, so welcome to my world. Water-based paint, gotta love it. So there. So that's just a little bit. We'll do a whole nother event of just blending. But today I just wanted to give you a taste, tease of everything. So there's just a solid image, but I did a little tie-dye. And then we have the multi-layers of Charlie Brown. And now this one, this is the one fun little thing I'm gonna leave you with. Let's see, let's do this one. I like the white egg, and I'm gonna put a pearlescent type color over it, maybe glitter. But what I love is this right here. I've added some adhesion glue to. And like I said to you before, I work with Aussie Decor Transfer Company with Deb in Australia. And she makes this amazing product called Wonderfoil. Comes in all different packages. You get lots of different ones. Just my little quick commercial. But I wanted to show you that the wood's just not for painting. Okay, and I have so many lives planned ahead for you guys for this year of mixed medias, wood, staining. I can't wait to stain one of those square quilt squares. But today it's just an introduction. And so today's introduction is also on this amazing product called Wonderfoil. I can't get enough of it. I put it on everything. And when you roll it out, it's super shiny. Super pretty. So you put the glue down wherever you want. You let it dry so it's tacky. It's a tacky glue. And I've just painted it in the circles. Let's see if I can find one that I haven't totally used. I use this one a lot. Can you tell? But I'm still able to salvage it and use some more. But not today. Not today, Alice. So let's use... You know what? We're going to make it work because I really like it. An area where you can still see your image. This is the side that goes on your product. Kind of like a gold leafing, but not near as messy. And you lay it down over your glue. I use a little potato brush or nail brush and I rub it on. So this is just showing you that these wood cutouts are just not for just paint. And then I rip it off like a Band-Aid. Yeah, see my paint was, but look at that. How shiny. Let's use one that has more color. What I can do is I can lay it back down again with the pink. Hopefully it didn't pull the glue off on that plastic, the Mylar. A little bit better. But what it did is it peeled off that with the Mylar because there was no color, so it pulled it off. So I can add a little bit more glue and go right back over that one. Let's try this one. But how fun does this add to this Easter egg? Yeah, these I've used a lot. These are almost at the end of their rope. There's a pretty blue one. And that glue adhesive back there. And now anywhere you put that glue or any shape, you can spell out your name. Anything you put the glue on and it dries, then the color sticks to it. So these have seen better days. How about pink? Pink is really pretty. So this is another fun idea to take your wood that you're going, oh, it's just wood. Nope, now it's blingy wood. And like I said, you could do the same thing with glue and glitter. But these I love. I love using these on borders. You could do it around the trim here to give your egg a shiny, iridescent-y look. Yeah, I use them a lot. Let's not get glue by glue. And it's easy. Again, water-based glue. Let it dry. And peel it off. Aren't those fun? They're so shiny. Joanne, if you want the foils, I carry all the foils. I'll put the link for Aussie Decor in there. And I've even got a coupon to save you some money too. Aren't those fun? And like I said, there's so many different collections. This is all one collection. This is called the New Year's Sparkle, I think, New Year's Eve. Yep, New Year's Sparkle. There's furs, there's watercolors, there's tie-dye, there's pearls, there's black lace. Aztec's another fun one. I really like the Aztec. I use it a lot. Let's show you. And again, once it dries, if I don't like it, I can paint over it. I can do, ooh, this would be like a fun tie-dye Easter egg. Like a hippie hop Easter egg. Oh, that looks really cute. And I accidentally laid it on part of that one, so I guess that one's gonna be there too. Yep, you gotta be careful to not double lay over the layer. It was that easy. I didn't even scratch on it and it came right off. Yeah, I'm gonna redo them all for that. That is the cutest design. And that's what's nice about it. It's not permanent. Nothing's finite. Look at those. How cute are those? Love them. And the foils, so many different options. So, yep, I'm gonna do those, and then I think I'm gonna do just like a crushed champagne pink egg with those on it. It's gonna be so pretty. I can't wait to finish that one. So, my goodness, we have been on here for an hour already. I can't believe it. Bring you back up. And now, again, if you're just joining or you just popped on, I'm Wendy Vaughn with the Ellen Cottage out of Pocatello, Idaho. I have the pleasure to be their brand ambassador for Kentucky Country Home. I'm so honored. Candace and Owen have put their belief in me and what I have to bring to the table. So hopefully I am helping you with that to show you a little bit more about what's really on that website, because it is kind of overwhelming. He's amazing with their designs and what they do, and they do the sublimation, and they do customs, and they do monograms, and they do t-shirts, and they sell paint. But the Wood Cutouts is where they are the artists. They come up with so many unique designs, so affordable for you. When you go, please like their page, like the Owen Cottage, that'd be great. They also have a club that they just started, and you'll see it in the comments. I'll add the link, or have Owen add the link in this. And you can join there, and they have daily deals. They're great to work with. I can't say enough, but that's enough about them. Let's go back to wood. So today we learned about the laser cutting, right, and the soot. You need to clean it before you paint it, or else it looks dirty because of the soot. And if you like the look of this burnt edge, because it's done with a laser, then you want to clean it and then put a sealer of a top coat, a clear coat over it. That way it doesn't keep coming off, because it's going to be dirty. And if you try to just start painting this, you're going to be very upset, because if you're using white, you're going to pull a lot of this dirty soot into your paint, and you're not going to be happy. So prep is key. Clean your piece first with water. Doesn't have to be like bathed, just a damp cloth, wipe it off, get the soot off, and then clear coat it or put paint on it, like I did here with a quick coat of a white. This is what's helping keep these costs down. If he was to go through and clean them all for you and prime them for you, they're going to cost more. So you're getting the raw cut image right off the laser, and then you're going to clean it and put your first coat down. And it could be any coat. You know, if I know I wanted this a blue bunny, I could have put my first coat as a blue. I could have done that. So clean. Step one, you paint. Then, well, actually that's step two. Step one, you clean. Step two, you paint. Step three, you add embellishments. Step four, have fun. Step five, have more fun. Step six, invite your friends. And then we started out with him, just painted primary paint. And then we added little accents. So you can make it as classic as you want, or as detailed as you want. Now see up here on the blue where you see that shimmering, we painted with Aussie Decor has Aussie Dust. It's like a mica powder, which is the best value ever, and I will use that a lot next in 2 weeks when I'm back. We'll paint with that medium. But today we're just basics, painting. What do you need? A clean rug. You need, he is fabulous. But yeah, Joanne, reach out to me. I'd be happy to show you about the foils. Eventually we'll have, probably have Owen have him on his site too. That would be really good. The more things he has for you right there, the better, right? We talked about the Paint Couture paints, which are amazing, water-based, 2 ounce, $5, great economical value. They work good with the Wood Cutouts. They have a built-in sealer, or not sealer, a top coat, so you don't really have to top coat them unless you want to. The images are anywhere from like 4 inches to 18 inches. What? Yes. What? I know, it's crazy, isn't it? So you can get the same image in that many different sizes. So you can't, there's no excuse saying that it didn't fit. He can make it to fit whatever area in your home you have a niche that you want to put a cutout or a seasonal decor or a monogram. I should have him do some of my monograms. That would be really cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go look now. There's so many different monograms too. The designs are endless. I want to thank you for your time this morning. I know this is the first one. I appreciate it. If you have questions or if you watch the replay, put some comments, let me know. I think in 2 weeks I'll be on again. And yeah, I'm gonna start seeing you regularly. So if there's anything you'd like to see, a specific image, keep in mind if you want me to do something specific, I have to wait till it gets shipped to me. So we only ship about once every other month. And so I'll put it in the docs to do in the future. And we try to do step ahead. Like, I know Valentine's is coming up, but Valentine's is here basically for a DIY crafter. So right now we're doing Easter and spring. And so you're gonna see a lot of these finished pieces throughout the next few days up on his social media, on the reels. Yeah, and if your question, I'll try to tag the products that I use, but if I've missed something and you have a question, please, we are here for you. This is what we do. So, farmhouse. Oh, a farmhouse would be really cool. Or an old barn. I would love an old barn. Yeah, I will do a farmhouse. That would be fun. I've already got idea. Oh, and some rusty patina on the roofing, and oh yeah. Okay, that's my first request. I'm there for you, Lisa. I'm gonna add it to the list for Owen if he's not already still on here. He's probably back changing his lasers. But I kid you not, his family, you guys, they're amazing. The kids help out in the shop. His wife Candace is there. The 5 of them work 7 days a week, nonstop. He's got several machines going at all times, filling orders. He's very up with us. If the orders are taking a day or two, he'll let you know. But I get my product from him faster than any other business I work with, really. Aside from Aussie Decor, because I'm her distributor, so I just go in the back and get it. So that doesn't really count. But as far as shipping, he's the fastest. I can do an order and within 2-3 days, it's out. So, oh, you got him added to the list? Wonderful. See, he's amazing. Thanks so much, Owen. You're the best. So until 2 weeks, I don't know if I can go every 2 weeks. I might have to go every week. I really enjoyed this. I hope you guys did too. And I'll have to talk to Owen and see what he says. Okay? Bye, you guys. Have a great day.